It's time for Live in Tallahassee, the region's #1 source for entertainment news. Live in Tallahassee is brought to you by these local businesses: North Florida Women's Care, Kraft Nissan, Brian Barnard's Flooring America, and the law offices of Johnny Devine. And now, here are tonight's hosts.
Live in Tallahassee is on the air from the courtyard at the state capitol. We are at FSU Day at the Capitol, and that's where we'll be broadcasting for you for the next 30 minutes here on the TV show. Stay with us. We have a great show coming up in just a little bit. We'll take you to the moon, MMA fighting at the moon. You don't want to miss that story. In addition, the official kickoff event for Springtime Tallahassee will take you to the 12th night ball. But we're going to start here first before we go to our big story, because we are at FSU Day at the Capitol, and we're going to bring in our first guest, and there could be nobody better to interview here. Rep. Ramon Alexander, our legislator in the State House.
Well, I'm proud to represent Florida State University. My mother's a two-time graduate of Florida State University, and there's nothing more that we can do in investing in higher education, investing in our future. If we don't invest in our future, who will?
That is absolutely, it's so true. So if you are not a frequent visitor to the Capitol, throughout the whole session here, various groups come in and they showcase what they do every day of the year. So today is FSU's day to be here and show legislators from around the state, you know, what a great university we are, right?
Well, we're President Thrasher, they do it first class, and we have the band here, a very festive atmosphere to share the rich tradition and legacy of the Florida State University. I'm excited to play an active role in helping secure funding for Florida State University. I grew up right down the street from the FSU FAMU Engineering School, FAMU FSU College of Engineering, and we're working on securing funds to renovate and add additions to that facility as well. So I'm excited to be here, to be a part of the Seminole Caucus, and work extremely hard to continue the great legacy of Florida State University.
We love hearing that. We love having you on Live in Tallahassee. We're going to try to do that more often. That's great. But in general, the district, Tallahassee, we're doing good, right?
We're doing great. We have a great delegation. We're working very closely together. As you saw, so many senators and representatives are graduates of Florida State or have family members that are graduates of Florida State University. And we're having an opportunity to look at the entire state university system and see how all of our state universities fit. We have a great community college here. We have the Florida A&M University here, Florida State University is here. And this is what our local Big Bend region is all about, investing and creating an atmosphere for success. And that's what Florida State University is all about.
That's it, folks. All right, there he is, our legislator that represents us in the State House. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, moving on with the show, folks. That's just one of the things we're going to be doing throughout the show. Let's go to our big story, and this was exciting. Throughout the show, there's actually a couple stops we're going to make at the moon this week, because the moon is just blowing up with great entertainment. But first, the big concert last week, Tab Benoit. The big man himself, he's been here many times in Tallahassee. He took the stage. Let's take a look.
Welcome back to Live in Tallahassee. John Summers here from the moon at the Tab Benoit concert. I came across my good and longtime friend, Reynolds Arrington. How you doing, my buddy?
Extremely well. Always a great time at the moon.
I'm telling you, this is great, and I think this is Tab's 23rd performance, and I know you've been in most of them. Ever since you were a little baby, I remember your daddy used to bring you here to see Tab Benoit. So tell me, for the folks that don't know, out there in the Thomasville, Georgia, Alabama, Florida area that we cover, tell us about Tab Benoit and what makes him so special.
Tab Benoit is one of the better guitar players you'll see up and down the Florida coast, into Alabama, into Mississippi. And that Louisiana twang is something you just can't replicate. He's a great performer. It's always a great show. Thank you.
And he's one heck of a nice guy, too. I know you've met him.
I've met Tab several times, an amazing guy, amazing host, always very accommodating here at the Moon, and we love coming out. Been here, like I said, like you said, 20 years probably, and it's a great show every time.
But we so much appreciate, especially the Moon in Tallahassee, the surrounding community, the Big Bend area, that you come back to our club, you know, year after year after year. And I think it's probably got a little more to do than just coming to play a gig, you know, because, you know, there's so many loving fans out there.
Yeah, well, friends, man. I don't like fans.
There you go.
Fans want something from you. Friends give you stuff. There's a difference, you know. Friends bring things for me, so I'd rather have friends, and that's you know, I make friends in a lot of places, and been coming here because they used to play me on Gulf 104 before I even stepped foot in town. So right off the bat, people knew me, and I had a following here, and they were singing along to the songs, and I barely knew the songs. I just finished recording them. But you know, it's been like that ever since, man. Tallahassee has been very cool to us. I evacuated from Hurricane Rita to come here because everybody else was like going north, and I was like, well, I'm not getting on that road.
And you stayed back at Scott's house.
I'll get stuck on that road going north with everybody else. So yeah, I came to Florida to evacuate from a hurricane.
Wow.
Nobody does that, right?
Yeah. Well, we appreciate John Baker and Gulf 104, man. They blew it up. If you weren't in town, but if you were listening to Gulf 104 this week, it was like Tab Benoit radio.
Oh, good.
I mean, they were playing tracks from all your albums, promos every hour, and John really goes above and beyond, and we sincerely appreciate it. And it gets the word out, you know?
Glad to know that radio still works, you know?
It does, and you know, and that's corporate radio, but they've still got the local influence here.
Oh yeah, but still got Gulf in front of 104.
Exactly, right.
Part of the Gulf that's got something to do with
That's it. Well, thank you so much for being on
man.
live in
Thank
Tallahassee tonight.
Thank you.
All right, so there you have it. What a show. Tab Benoit. So privileged for Live in Tallahassee to be here. Don't forget, we got some great shows coming up. The Mercy Beatles. If you're a Beatles fan, they're the best tribute band in the country. We've also got Tom and the Cats and Eli coming soon. So, got a lot of good shows. Check it out at moonevents.com. We'll be back with more of Live in Tallahassee right after this.
Hey, Tab Benoit at the Moon. He's been there over 20 times. The guy is a legend in town, and people love him. Thanks to John Summers for that story. Thanks to John Summers for everything he does at the Moon. And later on, stay tuned. We'll have more from the Moon, another event, and also at the end of the show, we're going to show you an entire song by the Young Bucks that you saw at the beginning of that piece. We'll show you one of their big songs so you can hear what they're all about. All that when the #1 entertainment show returns right after this break from our friends. Let's hear a commercial from our buddies at Kraft Nissan.
Every morning the sun rises in our fair city. A while later, Chris, the late riser, wakens for a day of work and involvement in FSU and community, serving Tallahassee as he has for years. Across town, Brother Peter, the early riser, has already turned on the lights, checked itineraries, and game planned with loyal employees who've been showing up every day for decades. And as the day rolls into business mode, the brothers orchestrate what has come to be recognized as Tallahassee's premier auto dealership, your car dealer, Kraft Nissan.
Live in Tallahassee is back on the air. We're still here in the courtyard of the Capitol. FSU Day coming up in just a little bit. President John Thrasher will be here, Chef Art Smith. But check out who we got now. This is a great FSU alumnus, Senator Oscar Brannon from the Miami Gardens area. He represents that area, but you're up here in Tallahassee for session now.
Yes.
And FSU alumnus, so you're here at FSU Day. How exciting is this?
I'm very excited. I'm a 2000 alumnus, political science. I loved FSU, loved my time there, and I enjoy coming back all the time to Tallahassee for session so I can be close to FSU. And I'm super excited about our new coach, too.
Oh, how
Very
about
excited.
that? Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And it's signing, it's signing day is coming up. We're going to have a great class. I'm looking forward to great things. We've got such a diverse staff, too, which to me is just so important, and it speaks to what FSU is and what President Thrasher, my former colleague, Senator Thrasher, has done with our school.
See, you and I both have that in common. We grew up in Miami. We're from Miami, but we're Seminoles.
Yes.
So we like the team in Tallahassee.
Yes.
All right, folks, there is Senator Oscar Brannon, a great legislator here at the state capitol. Thank you for joining us, sir.
All right, Joe. Good to see
Have
you.
a good one.
All right.
All right, folks, moving on now. Let's go on to our next story here. There's so much happening. Like I told you, at the Moon, it's been a wild ride there with tons of great events, event after event. Now, just recently, MMA fighting came to the Moon. The cage set up in all its grandeur. The place was packed with people. And if you've never seen MMA fighting in person, you've seen it on TV. In person, it's even more. It's just all there right in front of you, and it's really exciting. So, now let's take a look at MMA at the Moon.
There was originally 12 fights going on, but 2 of them backed out at the last minute for to have something come up. There's 10 fights going on, major brawls like firework fights, and it's epic. Like.
Man, so I came out trying to throw straight punches. I'd been able to catch a little bit of his film, and he's big on throwing winging hooks. So I figured go straight down the middle with punches. It was working, but he's a tough man. My hat's off to him. Not a lot of people would step up on 2 days' notice.
Josh came up in Tallahassee. MMA changed his life, and he didn't just love the sport as a competitor. He also was a promoter with Mitchell and wrote about it for several different blogs. So Josh was just immersed in the sport that he loved. And he also used Combat Night as a way to get back to the community and tried to mentor a lot of the fighters. And so when he passed in 2016, we really wanted to continue that legacy and did that through the foundation. We created the nonprofit, and as Mitchell said, when we were inside the cage, all of the donations that we receive from people here go back to the fighters, and that helps them. A lot of them are struggling to make it in the sport, just like Josh did, and he had a lot of support. So we want to pay it forward and do it for some other kids.
Live in Tallahassee is back with a couple other stories from our region right after this.
North Florida Women's Care offers the highest quality services for obstetrical and gynecological patients. We are a group practice of caring, industry-leading providers. We have the highest quality ultrasound equipment in Tallahassee. You can call or reach us online 24/7 at the patient portal for appointments, test results, billing, or to send a secure message to our nursing staff. North Florida Women's Care delivers the care you deserve and the trust you expect.
For more than 40 years, Brian Barnard's Flooring America has been making a difference. What sets us apart? A dedicated full-time installation and service manager, ensuring your job is perfect. A knowledgeable sales staff offering the area's best styles and selections with more than 20,000 square feet of showroom.
With strong ties to our community, Brian Barnard's Flooring America makes customer service a priority every day for every customer. Brian Barnard's Flooring America.
We're friends and friends.
Live in Tallahassee is back on the air, standing now next to one of my favorite interviews I could possibly do, especially on FSU Day at the Capitol. President John Thrasher.
Thank you, Joel.
Our
Good to be with
buddy
you.
at Florida State, leading our great university.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Listen, we've been here throughout the show. We've talked to Representative Alexander, Senator Brain. We've got great alumnus that are in the legislature, like you. You used to be in the legislature, too.
I did.
What is this day all about, and why is it so important?
Well, it's a big day for Florida State. We get to showcase our programs, our students, all the very good things that are happening at Florida State. Get to tell people about them. Florida legislature comes out, particularly our alumni, and we get to congratulate them and thank them for all the support they've given us.
Yeah, I love it. It was so much fun to see it all happen. They all ran up on stage. We heard from the new coach.
Yeah, Coach Taggart was here. I mean, tomorrow's National Signing Day, and he took a few hours to come over here and talk to folks. That's the kind of person he is, though. He's a incredible person who loves being at Florida State University, and that's what motivated me to hire him. Yeah.
And it's amazing. You know, I am out every week talking to people in Tallahassee. That's what our show is all about.
Yeah.
Everybody is so excited about him.
Well, we're excited for him to be here. We'll have a good day tomorrow. I think everybody will be excited about it. It was recruiting class for 2018 and for 2019. He's already started on that. So we're excited.
You heard it here first. Breaking news.
Okay.
Mr. President, so all in all, the FSU, we're doing well. Everything's great, right?
We're 33rd in the country now, national universities.
Love it.
Most of any of the top 50 universities gone up in the last 2 years. We're having a great time. We just had 50,000 applications for our freshman class. This is a destination. People want to come to Florida State University, and we really love the fact that the legislature's been so supportive of that.
We love having this guy in charge of FSU. Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Good to see everybody.
All right. That's right. Go Noles. All righty. Thank you, sir. All right, folks, moving on now. Hey, there's other things happening than FSU Day at the Capitol. Time now to move on to another story. And there is also no bigger event. FSU is huge, but hey, what about springtime Tallahassee? We are ramping up, folks. The excitement is building as we approach the parade here in just a couple of months. But before that happens, there's all sorts of great events that goes on for Springtime Tallahassee. The official kickoff for springtime events is the 12th Night Ball. Live in Tallahassee cameras were there. I was there to find out what all the excitement was about. Let's go take a look. When I tell you this room is full of fun people, check this out. We found two of the most fun, Jody and Alex. And wait a minute, this is Alex Summers from Hot 104.9. It's a great deal. Actually, on TV, we can see your face, not just radio. And look, she's a great looking person. All right, Alex, talk about this event and how much fun we're having.
Oh, well, we've been members of Springtime for a while. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's basically an introduction. You get people from out of town crews that come, not just springtime, but it's a lot, and everybody in their costumes representing springtime. So it is a lot of fun.
All right, this whole thing is made up of different crews. Talk about, Jody, your crew and how much fun you're having with that group.
Okay, I'm from Antebellum, and we have a great time. Tonight, our new Andrew Jackson will be announced, so that's something to look forward to. Every year, it's a total surprise to us, so we're looking forward to that.
And Miss Alex, you're a part of what crew?
War and Reconstruction, so we're not in the same crew.
Oh, we got a little thing going on here. And which is the better crew?
Oh, well, we're in construction, but actually, Springtime Tallahassee as a whole is we're all about, we're all in it together to support Tallahassee. The reason Springtime was started was to keep the Capitol from moving. And most recently, there's been another bill that they've introduced trying to move the Capitol from Tallahassee again. And of course, we're all saying, no, this is not how it needs to go.
Wow.
So this is a big part of Springtime Tallahassee.
We may have learned something here tonight, folks. Last time they tried to move the Capitol, they started this, and they're trying again to possibly move to Central Florida.
This is the 50th
This is a big
anniversary.
year.
This is the 50th anniversary of Springtime Tallahassee.
That means everybody needs to come out this year and be a part of this celebration.
Yeah.
All right, what day do we see you guys in the parade?
I think April 7th. April 7th, yes.
April 7th, they'll be out there on Monroe Street. Let's go find some other people. Springtime is such a great event in town. And Tim, I mean, this 12th Night Ball is what? The kickoff of it all, is that right?
Well, let's see our coronation. And we have all the visitors from out of town come here and see us select our next Andrew Jackson. Last year we tapped the 46th Andrew Jackson, and this year we'll see the tapping of the 47th.
This has been a wonderful thing for my family, from all my friends, and we just have a real good family type of relationship with all these different crews. We just really do. It's wonderful.
And we wrap it up from the big 12th Night Ball here. Johnny Devine is actually with us, a good friend of the show, actually a good friend of mine, and a good friend of the community.
I'd like to be friendly.
Apparently so. And a proud member of Springtime. This is going to be exciting for you as we kick off all the festivities leading up to the big parade.
Yeah, this is actually always the exciting time of the year for the Springtime. Well, the beginning of the exciting time, brother, because of the 12th Night's Ball. We dress up very fancy, but also we are selecting tonight the next Andrew Jackson. So it's an exciting night.
Okay, from all of us, 12th Night Ball, get involved with Springtime Tallahassee. Get ready for some fun.
At Budget Blinds, we're in business to frame the light, the day, and the night. So we give you an exclusive combination of high style, expert service, our no surprises pricing, and our no questions asked warranty. We believe that everyone, at every budget, deserves style and service. Isn't that a beautiful place to be?
Hi, I'm Jessica Duncan, and these are your upcoming events. The Smockaholic Spring Sale will be up and running Thursday through Saturday in Bannerman Crossings. Shoppers can find high-end, gently used kids' clothes that are boutique brands at playground prices. This Friday night, Bannerman Crossings is beginning their movie nights. Bring your blankets, chairs, family, and friends for a free movie under the stars. Saturday, February 10th is Kids Day at the Sharing Tree. This free event is put on every year and will be filled with kids' art activities, games, deals, a mural creation, and more. FSU baseball fans, mark your calendars for Fan Day on Saturday starting at 11. There will be an autograph session with the players and coaches, and then a scrimmage at 1:30 p.m. Proof Brewing Company is hosting their 4th annual Winterfest on Saturday. The event is from 12 to 7, and there will be free family fun until 4 p.m. with bounce houses, live music, and food trucks. Also on Saturday is the Field Day Music Fest at Appalachia Regional Park. From 3 to 8 p.m., they'll have live music, a beer garden, food trucks, and family-friendly games, all to benefit the Judy Field Memorial Foundation. On Sunday, the University Center Club is holding their annual Family Valentine's Day brunch with an overflowing buffet and crafts for kids. On Monday the 12th, parents and their 2- and 3-year-olds are invited to the Tallahassee Museum for their critter class. You'll check out the groundhog's prediction and take a peek at other animals who call underground home. Be sure to register for this class by Friday. Valentine's Day is on Wednesday, and Wednesdays are always filled with library, story time, and sing-along events all over the Big Bend. Take a look at the calendar on funfortallykids.com to choose one. Most of them will have a Valentine's Day theme. On Thursday, February 15th, you can relax at Lake Ello while Tallahassee's favorite food trucks serve up their unique cuisines. The Crawlers will be playing a live show, so bring a blanket or chairs and plan to hang out for a while. That's it for your upcoming events this week. As always, you can find these events and lots more on funfortallykids.com. I'm Jessica Duncan, and I'll see you right here next week with more fun around Tallahassee.
Welcome back to Live in Tallahassee. We are wrapping up this show, and possibly one of the biggest celebrities in town, Chef Art Smith, is here with us.
My pleasure.
And we are fired up to have you here on Live in Tallahassee.
My pleasure.
He could be the busiest chef, folks, in the entire country. He's got his restaurants at Disney World. He's got the folks in Live Oak. He's doing this here with us, cooking for Oprah. What's Oprah's favorite thing you make? Yeah, does she have a favorite of yours?
Well, she always, when she sees me, it means party. So, like, I always cook party food because it's
I'm
like
telling you,
and stuff like.
He's the busiest guy, and it took a few minutes to stop here on Live in Tallahassee. Chef, thank you.
My pleasure. You know, let's keep in mind, you know, if you want to get your point across, feed them.
Always the trick. That's going to wrap it up for this episode of Live in Tallahassee. We thank Chef Art Smith, President John Thrasher, the representatives, the senators, everybody that joined us on this show. What a great day, FSU Day. And now, how about this, folks? We're going to end the show with one more FSU alumnus, our local musician, Tony Young, the Young Bucks. We promised you we'd show it. Here's a little bit of their performance just the other day at the Moon.
Back in school, ain't much longer to wait. I want to put my old basketball up here. I got the Seminoles playing on my TV. That means I won't be long until I'm up in a tree. Gonna try and lay smack down with that deer. Cause it's been a long hot summer. I'm ready for fall to get in the woods and get in my home. Somebody call the doctor. I got bug fever. About to have some fun. Hey, honey, tell the boss man I got bug fever. I got it oh so bad, bug fever. Well, the end of the night, being out in the woods, looking over a green field, sure is good. Just hoping and praying that he will pass my way. And if he ever does, if I know me, shaking so bad like a leaf on a tree. Gonna do everything I can to win this day. Yeah, it's been a long hot summer. I'm ready for fall to get in the woods and give it my all. Somebody call the doctor. I got bug fever. Time to bring out the bone. You ready, my gun? Me and my boys about to have some fun. Hey, honey, tell the boss man I got bug fever. I got it bad, y'all. Well, you know you got it bad when you can't catch your breath and your heart's straight beating come out of the chest. It's a real damn high that I've never felt. Been a hot summer, I'm ready for fall to get in the woods and give it my all. Somebody call the doctor, I got bug fever. Time to bring out the bone, you ready to go? Me and my boys about to have some fun. Hey, honey, tell the boss man I think I got it bad, y'all. Somebody call the doctor, I got bug fever. Bug fever. Bug fever. I got it oh so bad. Thank you.
All of us here at Live in Tallahassee, we thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week, and thank you for watching.